I had a call out late last year to a property in the market town of Wokingham to survey a dull marble floor which was installed throughout most of the ground floor. It turns out that the house was only built 2 years prior and had been the show home for a new development. The owner explained to me that to show off the potential of the new homes, the developer had installed quality materials throughout, particularly the marble flooring. However, the property had seen more than its fair share of foot traffic because of it. 2 years of wear later, and the owner was concerned with how dull the marble floor was and the appearance of small circular stains which had appeared throughout. I explained that marble, which is made from calcium, is easily etched by the use of acidic cleaning products, and that most tile cleaners you purchase in supermarkets are really only for use on ceramic or vinyl floor tiles. I suspect any sealer used on the floor to protect the stone had also been worn away for the same reason, resulting in the now dull appearance. After explaining the process I would use for burnishing the marble to deep clean and restore the shine, I measured up and worked out a quotation. I received a message later that evening comforting they would like to go ahead, and a date was booked in. I should mention that this job was carried out in compliance with the COVID-19 restrictions to ensure it was a safe working environment for both myself and the customer. This includes the wearing of full PPE equipment, increasing air circulation, and ensuring we kept our distance. My first task was to protect the skirting and the fitted kitchen units from splashing by applying protective sheeting. Once this was done, I turned my attention to the grout, which had become dark in places in accumulated dirt. To do this, I used a strong dilution of Tile Dr. Pro Clean, which is a strong alkaline cleaner specifically designed to break down soils, grease and oils on tile and stone. The cleaner was sprayed onto the grout lines and left to soak in for a few minutes before being scrubbed in by hand. Some of the grout needed more attention than others, and once done, the soil was rinsed off the floor with water and extracted using a wet vacuum. Now the grout was cleaned, I moved on to polishing the marble floor tiles. I did this using the Tile Dr. 4-stage diamond burnishing system. This consists of applying a sequence of 4 refinishing pads fitted to a weight buffing machine. You start with a coarse 400 grit pad and working through to a fine 1500 grit pad, each time removing the stone slurry with a wet vacuum. This process removed the acidic etching and repolished the surface of the marble to a nice shine. I worked in sections room by room and then left the floors to fully dry off overnight. I returned the next day and using a damp meter took a few readings from their floor to check the moisture levels to ensure it was dry and ready to be sealed. Before sealing though, I went over the floor with a very fine 3000 grit pad, which is applied dry with a little water sprayed onto the floor. This final pad further builds up the polish and achieve the appearance desired by the customer. Last step was to seal the floor with Tile Dr. Color Grow, a color-enhancing seal designed to bring out the natural colors in the stone, whilst adding protection from liquid and oil spills. Impregnating sealers like Color Grow work by occupying the tiny pores in the stone, thus preventing contaminants from becoming ingrained in them. The customer could not believe with how well the floor had come up, and were pleased they finally had the floor they had been promised prior to moving in. For aftercare, I left them with a complimentary bottle of Tile Dr. Neutral Cleaner, which is designed for the regular cleaning of tiled floors.